I'm Jamie Austin Ross. This is my production podcast, and I'm going to cover a few bits about my production that I think went well and what didn't go so well. So to start with, I'm going to talk about the weather. And although the weather on the day was amazing, this is also a slight downside since we've just come into November, and this means if there's any footage that we haven't yet got, it's very unlikely we're going to get similar weather to shoot again. But this does also mean when it comes to colour grading, the shots should look a lot better than they would with not so great weather. And another thing that happened during production was I lost or forgot a SD card. So I was hunting around Malden town centre trying to find somewhere that sold SD cards. This wasn't awful because it only took us about half an hour to find somewhere that sold them, but it did set me back in my wallet, so it's not great. And the last thing I'd like to cover is the wind in certain clips is very, very strong, and you can hear that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in post-production, I'm going to mute the clip and try and make some Foley sound to try and cover it up, or try and download some sound online that I can cover that up with, and hopefully you shouldn't be able to tell the difference. But that is all for this podcast. My next podcast is going to be my post-production podcast. So thank you for listening.